Here, Adrian is going to show some stuff that they've been doing at Game Oven, also from the Netherlands. All right, feel threatened. His name is the game is called Bounden.
Yep. Hello. Anyone hear me yet? Yes. Let's plug in some audio. Okay, plugged in. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Adrian, part of Game Oven, one of three. We are best known for Fingal. Maybe you've heard of it. It kind of feels like this. But today I want to talk about something else. I want to show you what we've been working on, and we're going to actually dance right now, right here, using the game. Are you guys ready for some music? I'm going to turn that on. That's our backs, that's right. I take you for a walk. And that would be the demo for now. So you guys would be wondering, thank you. Thanks Alina, my colleague. You guys will be wondering what the hell we were seeing on the screen. So it's kind of like this. There's a ball in the middle, and we were trying to follow these rings around. So I'm going to explain all this in a bit, but I want to guide you through the process we went through. So this game was actually inspired by our previous game. It's called Friend Strap. Two people hold on to one phone, and when you let go, you lose. So what happens is that there's two kinds of people, right? The first one is the one that accept the situation, and they're like, oh shit, I'm stuck. It's going to take hours. The other one is the people that become aggressive and they pull it out. They pull the phone out. And I came up with a feature that inverted the win condition. Using the accelerometer, it would just see, okay, you're moving it too quickly, invert, you're going to lose if you pull it out. So I was playing this with Zoe, who's sitting in the audience right now. And I told her about this feature, and we were dancing like that because, you know, we weren't allowed to move real quickly, so we were doing this real slow dance, and it was beautiful, and I thought, oh, I want to make a game out of that. So I figured it was all about rotation. So what I did, I put two people opposite of each other, and the first problem they already had was, you know, my left is your right, so I can't just say, oh, move the phone left. No, that wouldn't work. I wanted people to move fluently, right? So I had to come up with this language to make them move around. And I tried this, but like if I tell you, okay, you rotate the phone to the north, nobody knows where the north is. So I'd have to first explain that to them. And if you're rotating with someone else, you kind of lose track of your reference, so north would change. This would not be fluent enough. So I had to come up with something else. This is a screenshot of the first prototype. If you know the augmented reality cameras, you would have your phone, you would kind of rotate around and look through this virtual window into a virtual space. I did that, and you would have to find the targets together with someone else. But it was super confusing to have a 2D arrow explain where a point in a 3D virtual space was, so it totally didn't work. So I had to come up with something else. This was the third prototype. Basically, I came up with this metaphor of a ball in the middle of the screen. The gyroscope acts as if, the camera acts as if you're a satellite looking down on Earth, and you're kind of rotating around this ball. And I want to show you how that prototype looked back then. Here we go. So I have to do this in the editor because obviously I cannot just hold up my computer and rotate it like that. So this was how the first prototype looked, and this already worked very well. People would rotate the phone towards the direction I wanted. It would be fluent. People, even though they were standing opposite each other, both knew what to do. But there was just one thing I thought was wrong about this prototype, and that is the problem that it doesn't tell you anything about the forward axis. So if you have the phone like this, and you would rotate like that, that would be the forward axis. And it would be kind of this if I would simulate that. So even though you can hit the ball, it doesn't tell you how to hit the ball. So I had to come up with something else. Then I made a prototype that looked a bit like this. And the idea here is that you have to align the two arrows with each other, but people were super confused with the arrow. It looked to people like they have to move or rotate the phone in a specific direction, while I just wanted it to be a key in a lock mechanism. And then I figured, oh, key in a lock. So this was then the last prototype. Oh, this is terrible. I made the dynamic music. I didn't know it was still in here. I hummed something, and I tried to make dynamic music. Anyway, so it would kind of look like this now. So there's a marker in the middle of the screen. It has a gap, and you need to align the gaps with one another. So that would actually give me control over the orientation of the phone over the forward axis. So let's go to the next one so that I can show it to you. So now this will only snap, but you won't actually be able to grab it because you need to also rotate the phone like that. So after this, I kind of figured out what to do, how this was going to work, but there were still many problems. These are two people that are trying to do a part of the dance that was supposed to take 2 seconds, but it took them like 15. So there's so many issues still with the design. It takes people a long while to get it. People look at the screen all the time. Learning and dance is actually really difficult. There's tons of problems. But, you know, we're still making these worlds, really beautiful, abstract, but also more elegant worlds. Okay, one more time then. Okay. We also made a dance editor, so, because even though you know, you can kind of do this with your dance, and we could try to make it in Unity in a 3D editor, it's too difficult. So we had to make it on the phone itself. And the coolest part about all this is that the Dutch National Ballet is helping us make choreography for this game, which is mind-blowing. Look at these people doing amazing stuff. So super exciting. Thank you very much. Do follow us, and you know, it's going to be out in 2 months. We have so much to do. But thank you very much.